everyone, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing all of you another video. We have a big box. We have a thick box. There's a lot going on here. Got a heavy box. Today's video is going to be a VCLT unboxing. I got this giant package in the mail from my friend Hanna over at the Omaha Introvert. I'm going to link her channel down below. She's just absolutely incredible. I've known her for years and years now. And one of the musical spaces that we both love is power pop. So we've always sort of connected on that, and as I've really been getting into power pop over the last couple of years, we've just been bouncing back and forth with different things on Instagram and so on. So Hannah's awesome. She has an incredible channel, great member of the vinyl community. So again, if by any chance you are not familiar with her, go check out her channel down below. She is awesome. But this arrived in the mail. This actually showed up before Buffalo, like literally when I was on the plane leaving. So a neighbor held it for me, and I haven't gotten into this yet. So I am so excited to dig into this and see what she sent my way. I have no idea what's in here, but it's a massive package, and she said that she wanted to send me some stuff. So I figured, let's do an old school VCLT you guys get what I'm trying to say, surprise type unboxing. So let's get right into this. Okay, I finally figured it out. we got it. I can already tell that this is a big package. So let's get right into this. It says, enjoy the tunes, Emma from Hanna. So let's dig right in here. Iggy Vomit Vinyl Analog Collage by Hanna. So it looks like she kind of put this together as the stiffener inside the box. The Iggy Vomit Vinyl. That's when you know it's going to be a good time. I mean, look at what's going on there. I don't even know. But Hanna created this, so very, very cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, where do you start? Got a sticker in here. This vehicle stops at all record stores. Well, we know that's definitely true. So we're starting off strong here with the package. A lot of CDs on front. I'm not even really looking at them. This is so cool. So this looks like a book. Songs Stuck in My Head, The Modern Guide to Power Pop Music. What exactly is power pop? This looks like an excellent read. I haven't seen this before, so I'm really excited to check that out. I have no idea what to expect on the book front. So we have a collage, we have a book. I mean, already going strong here, Hanna. I'm like blown away with what I'm looking at on here. She also has notes for each one. It's so organized on here. I'll kind of show you as we go through. So she has these like sticky notes on here. This is one of the coolest packages I've ever gotten. But this looks like The Saints, I'm Stranded. She says, I have 3 copies of this album, so it was time to part with one of them. This is one of the best and most underrated LPs to come out of that first wave of punk. If you ever see it on vinyl, grab it. I know nothing about this band, but with that Omaha Introvert stamp of approval, I'm in on that. It looks like we have some Brendan Benson, One Mississippi. Very cool. We have some The Best of Leo Kottke. I know Mazzy talks about him a lot. I've actually never really dug into him as much as I love acoustic guitar players, so I'm really excited to actually give this a proper listen. I actually know this guy. I don't have this, but Jonathan Pushkar. He does some stuff with the Gem Records guys and so on, and I knew he put out music, but I did not have this release from him. So this is compositions by Jonathan Pushkar. Yeah, actually, again, right, put out by Gem Records. So this is a perfect addition into the collection. All compositions written by Jonathan. He's a really unique talent, really, really nice guy as well. So this is so cool. Thank you, Hanna, for that. And it keeps going here. We have Blown to Smithereens, Best of the Smithereens. I absolutely adore the Smithereens, but own nothing. Surprise, surprise by the Smithereens on CD or vinyl, but I do love the Smithereens. She said, these guys were too damn good. This was actually my introduction to their music, and I've been a huge fan ever since. Solid collection of their best period, best of Blown to Smithereens, the best of the Smithereens, perfect release. And to have this being the Hannah's intro into the band means even that much more. Next one, the Gold Needles. This is a band that I've heard of as well, put out by Gem Records, Through a Window, something that I did not have, but I am excited to properly check out. I have heard of these guys before because of their work with Gem, so really, really cool to have. Another one by the Golden Eaters, What's Tomorrow Ever Done for You? This is so cool. Building up my Gem collection too. I've been slacking on that front. It's never-ending rabbit holes. So Golden Needles, really, really solid band. I'm excited to properly give those releases a listen. Ooh, okay, this is the Pixies. Another band I've really been meaning to get into and haven't yet, so this looks like the Pixies Indie Cindy. I'm so excited to do some research and listen to these and learn more about them. We have Them featuring Van Morrison. I love them. Van Morrison's one of those interesting characters in music, a little controversial in terms of his personality, but you can't deny how good some of the music truly is. And with Them, I really love these guys. Of course, known for the song Gloria, which a Chicago band, The Shadows of Night, would actually record their version, and it became very popular in the States. So Them, Van Morrison, Best of Them, very cool. Then we have the Uni Boys, Do It All Next Week. Not familiar with these guys, but that is an album cover if I ever knew one, and a back cover. Like, look at them. You don't want to mess with them. He's got his shades on. It's the real deal. Uni Boys. No clue who those are. And we have more. Oh my goodness, Hannah. This is unbelievable. She writes lots of parallels to Matthew Sweet's music. All of these albums from Chris are excellent power pop. So she kind of has these all together and again makes that connection to Matthew Sweet, who I absolutely adore. And she's referring to Chris Church. That is a name I've heard of in passing, and I think Hannah may have mentioned him before, but I know nothing about. So it looks like a handful of Chris Church. This is Darling Please, put out by Big Stir Records, who also does incredible jobs like Gem. Big Stir does a really nice job on the power pop sphere. Here's another one by Chris Church. This is Game Dirt. There we go. Another one, this is Backwards Compatible. Really like the album cover, the album art on this one. Lost. Really, really cool album art on these Chris Church releases. Then another one called Sorrows, Love Too Late, the real album. Joey Cole, put out by Big Stir as well. This one I'm definitely not familiar with, but I'm excited to dig into this for sure. Then the last one on top, it looks like Wilkerson. Executive producer Danny Wilkerson, put out in 2018, Snyder Pop Records. Don't know what to expect. I am about to learn so much. So this is going to be absolutely awesome. All right, it looks like there is a bottom section, so I'm going to move these off to the side here, and we will just, there's a lot of records at the bottom, so we are going to run through these and see what Hannah sent my way, so I'm excited about this. No Hanna collage on this one. I'm going to have to go back to the Iggy Vomit of the last one. All right, right off the bat, speaking of Matthew Sweet, my guy, I love Matthew Sweet. He's been dealing with stuff, some health issues over the last couple of years. I actually had a chance to see him a couple of years ago perform at a venue close by to where I live, and that was one of the coolest experiences ever. So, huge Matthew Sweet girl. I'm hoping he's doing well, but I did not own this. This is the live record store day exclusive. I've seen this before. It's been on my want list for years. The Blue Sky on Mars tour, and yeah, just absolute classic. Like I said, I have been trying to eye this, or I've been eyeing this and trying to pick this up for a while, and I just haven't seen it out and about. So it was recorded live at Pleasure Island, June 17th, 1997. So really, really cool to have that in the collection. All right, moving on to the next one. What is this? I feel like I've seen this cover before, but it looks like it has an Obi. It says unofficial on the cover here. Let me see. Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy Eno. Huh. So Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy, and then it says Eno. So Brian Eno? I have no idea what this is. No idea what this is, but I'm excited to figure this out. It looks really cool. It's one of those that, like, I feel like if I saw in a store, especially, now I don't know if this is Power Pop, I'm gonna guess maybe it is, but if I saw it in relation with other Power Pop records or so on, I would definitely be intrigued by it by cover alone, and would probably pick it up sight on, or basically a blind buy. So really, really cool. Okay, there you go. Learn more about that. This next guy I love, but I actually don't own anything by him. That's Dwight Tilley. I saw you didn't have anything by Twilly yet in your collection, so I'm happy to pass my duplicate copy on to you. He has such a wonderful discography, but this one might be my favorite. This is a classic record. Dwight Tilley, great power pop guy, but the Dwight Tilley band, Twilly, don't mind. I've always been, when I go to a store, it's one of those things where I contemplate picking this up and then I never do, and years go by and I'm like, why don't I have this record yet? I go to like listen to it or pull it, and then I realize I haven't bought this yet. So Hannah, thank you so much for finally adding this into the collection. It's definitely needed, and I highly appreciate that, because this is an excellent album. I really do like this. Another great one, The Producers, another band that I've heard of before, power pop band. They kind of fit into what looks like that power pop new wave scene of the late 70s into early 80s. In fact, when did this one come out? Someone's gonna help me. I guess I can pull this all the way out, but let me see. 1981. Yeah, so right in that prime time of the 80s power pop new wave scene. I actually haven't listened to these guys. They have been recommended to me a handful of times, but I haven't listened to this album before. So now that I have it, definitely going to check it out, and I'm sure I'm going to absolutely love this. Funny enough, when I was in Buffalo, I came across a copy of this, and I almost picked it up, so I'm happy I didn't, because it was on the way. There was a sign. The universe was manifesting that. Ow, just smacked my hand. I don't know if anyone heard that. I'm just so excited. Another one by The Producers. Now, I haven't seen this cover before. This is You Make the Heat. Someone's making the heat, and it's not me. But The Producers, You Make the Heat. Looks like another one. I don't know when this one came out. Oh, produced by Tom Werman. 1982. So this was a year later. I have seen the first, which I'm assuming is their debut, their self-titled debut. I've seen this one out and about before, but I haven't seen this one. So I'm excited to dig into this one too and really check these guys out. They've been recommended, and I'm sure they're awesome. Okay, next one. And this has like a booklet or book in the back. Pop Sicko, Off to a Bad Start. I don't know anything about these guys. But this is also Big Stir Records, which put out really great stuff. What is this little booklet that's in there? Pop Sicko 2 Would Have Beens, the official oral history. So a little, well, this is perfect. This is perfect for me because I'll be able to actually learn a little bit about these guys. It looks like interviews and so on in here. Part Aggression, Confection, Kind of Candy, Apple Punk. Candy Apple Punk. I kind of like that. Power chords with a dusting of powdered sugar. Now, I don't know about you, but this is making me kind of hungry, so So, very cool. Yeah, I am not familiar with this one at all, but it sounds like I am going to love it. So, and if it's coming from Hanna, I know it's going to be good. All right, next one, we have Saccharine Trusts. Saccharine Trust, I'm guessing that's how you say it. Paganicons? Why am I having a hard time with this? Paganicons. Saccharine. This is a mouthful. I have no idea what this is, but it looks really cool. There's the back of that. I have no idea. I totally butchered that. But it looks like a really cool release. Again, one of those covers that just completely stands out to you. Like, I would be totally intrigued if I was flipping through the bins in a new arrival section or whatever else and I saw this album there. I would immediately look this up and see what this is because it just looks really cool. So there you go. I'm sure someone will tell me something about this down below. Classic power pop now. We're going all the way back to great band, the Raspberries. I do have some Raspberries records in my collection, but I do not have this one. So this one is, of course, the classic with Go All the Way on it. Doesn't get better than this. So this is as classic as you get with power pop, the Raspberries. Really cool to add this in the collection, Hanna. I appreciate you sending this my way. I've had trouble finding this one, especially in decent condition. Usually the cover's really kind of scratched and beat up, but this one looks like it is excellent. So, very cool. Thank you. I know these guys too. Going back even more, we have the Spencer Davis Group, Give Me Some Lovin'. Of course, the song Give Me Some Lovin' on here, Midnight Special, Here Right Now, When I Come Home. These guys are awesome. I think I have one other album by the Spencer Davis Group, but I do not have this one, and this one looks like the absolute perfect one to have. So again, it's one of those things where I usually, if you find them, the cover's beat, but this one looks really, really clean, so really cool addition. I don't have anything by the Romantics. I sound like a horrible power pop fan now. This is In Heat by the Romantics. I think I had this a long time ago, and it was a really beat up copy that I got at a thrift store, and I ended up purging it, and I never replaced it. So the Romantics In Heat, really cool to add this back into the collection after so many years. You need the Romantics in your collection. It's like a staple. It's like the Raspberries, and so on. So cool to have that. Feels like one or two, maybe one more in here, and that is Marshall Crenshaw. Now, Marshall Crenshaw is a guy that I've really been starting to dig into in terms of his material over the last year or so. Really been getting into him. So I've been on the lookout for other Marshall Crenshaw releases. I think I have one or two, but I do not have this one in the collection. So perfect edition on that Warner Bros. Label. This is his album, of course, Downtown. And I've been eyeing this one for a little bit. So Hanna, this was a perfect addition to send my way as well. I really appreciate that. All right, real quickly, I want to make sure there's nothing in there. At the bottom, you get your Acoustic Sounds Classic at the bottom of your box. Thank you for supporting vinyl. I always love that at the bottom of those boxes. But Hanna, genuinely, I don't know what to say. I'm sure you could sense my excitement that entire video. I am just at a loss for words about all of these wonderful records you sent my way. Classics I've been eyeing for a while. Bands that I've never heard of, artists I've never heard of that I know are going to be good because you're sending them in my direction, and you just have that ear and perfect music taste when it comes to power pop and beyond. So Hanna, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. With that, everybody, if you aren't familiar with Hanna, again, linking her down below, the Omaha Introvert. She's fantastic. What a great human being. But that is all for this video. I hope that all of you are doing well. I got a lot of listening and learning to do over the next few days with these new additions to the collection, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.